In this lesson, I'm going to explain how we calculate angles on a straight line. But before that, I want to explain to you what's an angle. When you have a line, here's my line, and another line on top of that line. When you move the lines apart from each other, the space between the lines is called an angle. So an angle is a space between the lines. It is measured with a protractor, an instrument that is round like that, and it's measured in degrees. You put a small knot like that. So these angles, they have names. When this angle is like that, it's smaller than 90 degrees, it's called an acute angle. When it gets to this point, it's 90 degrees. When this one, this line is perpendicular to that one, it's 90 degrees, and usually they draw a square box like that. When it moves more than 90, is an obtuse angle. And then when these lines are straight like that, this is the angle that is formed. It's called a straight line. This is the angle we're going to talk about today. So this space is from here going there. You remember we moved from until it gets there. So this is the angle that we're talking about. Let's look at that angle. Okay, so that angle, the whole angle, is called a straight line. And that angle is, the degrees, how big it is 108. So if I have two angles in a straight line, or 3 or 4, it doesn't matter how many, when you add all of them, you get 180 degrees. So here I am saying angle A is this angle from here, this space from this line to that line, and angle B from that line, that space. That's why we're doing these round things like that. We're telling you about the space between two lines. So it's equals to 180. In geometry, when we are writing something, you need to write a reason. So this is the reason. It's angles on a straight line. You can shorten it like that. Angles on a straight line. You need to memorize that. Okay, let's look at examples. Here, you are asked to calculate the value of angle A. And when you look, these two angles are on a straight line. So you're going to add them. You're going to have angle A plus the other angle I know is 40 degrees. They told me. They've written it for me. And then, because they're on the straight line, the total is 180. You did in geometry, you always write the reason. When no reason, no marks. You have to write the reason. Angles on a straight line. And then, because I'm calculating A, I'm going to take the 40 to the other side, and then it changes sign. As it jumps the equal sign, it changes sign. So your angle A is equals to 140 degrees. So this angle is 140 degrees. Okay, let's look at another example. This example, we have three angles. We have that angle 35 degrees and that angle with a square thingy and the x. We are calculating for x. You remember when I was explaining, when you have the angle with a square thingy like that, it means this line is perpendicular to that one and the angle is always 90 degrees. They're not going to write it for you. You don't have to write it also. I'm just showing you that if you have this square thing, your angle is 90 degrees. When you look at these three angles are on a straight line. So we're going to add them. X plus 90 degrees plus 35 degrees is equals to 108. Why? Because they are angles on a straight line. And then, because these two are like terms, they're both x and x, we can add them. 90 plus 130 is 125 degrees. Is equals to 180. We take the 125 to the other side, and it will change sign. Then we subtract. X is equals to, let me get my calculator. 180 minus 125 is equals to 55. So it means this angle is 55 degrees. Let's look at another example. Okay, in this example, we don't have the angles. They're telling us that this angle, we don't have the degrees. This angle is x and this one is 3x. What they are telling you, the value of this one is 3 times of that one. So you need to calculate x. You follow the same route. This angle is x. You add it to this angle, which is 3x. And both angles, because they are on a straight line, they're equals to 180 degrees. And remember, reason. Angles on straight line. Right? Then because they are like terms, you can add them. So you'll have 4x is equals to 180 degrees. I'm looking for x. I'm going to divide by 4 both sides. And then it means my x is equals to, let's get our calculator, 180 divided by 4. My x is 45 degrees. So it means this one is 45 degrees. This is 45 degrees times 3, which is 135 degrees. So this is how you calculate the angles on the straight line. Thank you for watching. End of lesson.